Chappie's out there asking me in the stream if I have any words, and I can't comment. I've got some, but I can't say them. I'm charging my phone up right now because it goes dead almost every other time. And guess what? I'm going to be feeding fish in a little bit.
Oh, good. We get to watch you feed fish.
Oh, that's a boring show.
I have a little fishy drawing to give away. It's
I was reading the chat.
finned Cory. Panda Cory.
I like it.
Oh, nice.
That's going to be the giveaway tonight.
Oh, God. Yazzie just heard you. He's screaming in there. Hold on.
Yazzie.
Come on.
I didn't realize you was going real early.
Oh, I just decided to do like a pre-stream show. My art, we're started now. Everybody can hear us, so it's going to be a little while before the slideshows are done. I don't know does everybody want me to shut it off, or should I leave it up until it finishes?
I only got a few more minutes.
I'm enjoying it. I was reading the comments first. I was hoping somebody would say they wanted the fish, but nobody has yet, because if I win, sometimes I like to give it away. Sometimes I want it.
Oh, I like that fish. That's pretty cool.
I hadn't seen the fish. Was it on the Patreon?
You talking about the card she just showed?
Oh, no, I just finished it during Dan's stream, so I haven't even photographed it yet.
Okay. You showed it to Skipper before me?
No, both at the same time.
No, I wasn't watching.
Oh, God, another commercial. This lady has a lot of commercials on her video there, by the way.
I like that cow. Or steer or whatever it is.
I'd definitely like to have that long fin panda, Cory. That's up my aisle.
Well, I'm not going to let you have it, Skipper, because you saw it before me.
Love you too, Bob.
I love you. I just have to have a little discipline. Oh, I like that cow too. Where are all these cows at now, Pam?
Well, the first one was
There's another one.
yeah, that's a big bull. The first one that you said that you liked, that was I was going for a walk with Courtney, and this cow was in the field next to the road we were walking on out in the country, and it was like running along, watching every move that we made, but it was staying behind the trees and peeking out at us.
Oh,
So I had to do a painting of her because I thought she was cute.
that's cute.
I will try to remember to do that, Mikey. There's Brutus. That painting there with the yellow landscape one, that's mustard grass. That was in Yellowstone, and it was really that
I
bright.
like that.
It was like super, super bright yellow, and I saw it late in the afternoon, and the light wasn't right, so I went back real early the next morning so I could get some photographs and do a little painting, and because I really liked it.
Like
And
that
I
too.
pulled into a parking spot with a bathroom that was across the road from it, and it was still dark, and I still remember standing there waiting for the sun to come up, and there was in between me and the mustard grass, down in a dip, there was some coyotes that were just like yipping up a storm. So I sat there and listened to the coyotes yip and yowl while I waited for daylight in Yellowstone Park. Now, who's that barking?
That's Daniel. He's trying to get poor little, almost 19-year-old, cancer-riddled Rico, 4-pound Rico's food.
Oh,
I had to let Daniel out of his kennel from eating because he had eaten his. I put it under the bed where Dan can't get and Rico can, so that's why he's yelping.
But only one of those cows that isn't sold yet is that first one with the cow peeking behind the tree. I still have that one here at the house.
You still have that wood duck and that goose.
How much is that cow?
I don't know. I'd have to figure it out because you get a different price than the gallery price, so you get a lower price.
Them sheep are cool.
I still have the painting of the swan too, but it's in my storage unit in Cheyenne. It's a big painting though. I learned a lesson with that big bowl, the big Hereford bowl. It was a colored pencil drawing, and it was the first colored pencil drawing I ever did. And I had these beautiful, like blue-gray shadows. And when I sprayed it with fixative, the blue-gray shadows turned like this horrible violet color, like kind of like the USDA stamp color that you used to see on meat. And I was having an art show at a gallery in Bend, Oregon, and I showed it to him. I didn't put it in the show because I was so mad. Oh, God, big commercials again. And the gallery owner bought it because he liked it, even with the purple shadows. Oh, that's it. Yay. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'll send you a message with a price when I'll figure it out and send it to you, Bob. It's got a really cool frame on it. Like, it fits it like so well, but it's a really heavy, big frame.
I think I asked you about it before. I may have.
Yeah, I don't remember if you did or not.
I'm not sure. You might give me a better deal this time.
I might. But yeah, the frame on it is really cool, but warning, you would have to pay postage on it, and the frame's heavy. So it, that's just one of those things. But I don't want to separate it from the frame because the frame fits the painting perfect.
That's cool.
Y'all better listen to Priscilla.
What's Priscilla say? Oh, hit the like button. Okay. Hi, Priscilla, and Sandy, and Chappie, and Atkins, and Dragon Lair, and Not Nola Jane, and Kiwi, and Murda, and Mike, and Amy, and everybody. Hello. I'm going to show you guys my giveaway real quick. So I'm going to show myself big screen for a minute here and show this to you guys.
Yeah, Bob, I really like it.
It is a charcoal of a high fin panda, Corey.
Too bad, so sad.
And this is one of I pulled it off of Redfish Bluefish's live stream last Friday, so he has them in stock. I'm not sure if he's got them up on his website yet, but if he does and you want some, be sure to use the code punchy10 in all caps to get 10% off. But yeah, that was one of his new fish that he showed last Friday on his stream.
Back off, Chappie.
Boy, Bob got an ornery streak in him tonight.
No, I just like that fish. I usually like the birds better, but
Oh, this one it was perfect for a charcoal because of the black and white.
yeah.
So I like doing charcoal, and the colors of the panda Cory just worked out really well for a charcoal drawing.
Yeah, Chappie, what Priscilla said.
You should make a print of that one.
But anyway, so later on tonight, we will give that one away to whoever is the luckiest catcher. So how is Yazi feeling? Is he feeling better?
He's back, I think, to 100%. He's standing right here. He doesn't leave me now when he comes out here because the dogs. I'm showing y'all my white stocking for my swollen leg. Yazi. He's watching out for the cats. Watching out for the cats. As soon as my phone's 100%, we'll sit down. Ooh.
Oh, you got to stand and wait? That's good.
Well, I could plug it in there at the desk somewhere, I guess, but I guess.
I've got a cord for mine that I can plug into the computer, with the little outlet thing on it.
Yeah, this has got that fast charger, fancy dancy thing that came with it. It's supposed to charge up in 30 minutes or less. I'm probably about at 80%.
Yeah, I always say bless his heart every time I see Chappie too. It's Chappie, bless your heart.
Wouldn't believe it, but it's snowing here again.
Oh my goodness, we haven't had snow yet. We were supposed to get some yesterday and today, but we didn't. It's just cold. This weekend though, we're getting the temperature's going to plummet, and like Sunday, I remember Sunday has a high of -4.
Wow.
For a high.
Well,
So, and Saturday's in the minuses too. So it's going to be a cold weekend.
Hey, Darlene.
Hey, darling.
Uh-oh.
So what's everybody up to? I was thinking today, Mr. Skippers.
what's that? Sorry.
I have never asked you before, what was your first fish tank?
No, it was 29 gallon when I was a teenager.
What did you have?
Oh my! I had all kinds of stuff in there. I've had guppies. I've had baller shark in there. I picked this catfish in there before. This was well before all this information was on YouTube. So the way I used to clean that tank was I put all the fish in a bucket.
Yep, that's what I did.
I would dump that whole stinking tank out,
And
hose the
wash,
heck out of the rocks.
yeah,
and then put 'em
wash
back in.
everything off really good, put it back. Yep,
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I did. I was like 13 and it was in the 60s and there was no information available. I don't know if everybody even knew about this, bacteria cycle and everything. I don't even know if that was, I think at that time everybody thought that old tank water was magic. That
Yeah.
all the magic was in the tank water.
Yeah, I actually had an under gravel filter for it, and
We didn't
Yeah,
have under gravel filters. We had box filters.
yeah, I was just I didn't know, but
I know,
it was funny because
none of us
nothing
did.
died. Yeah,
None of us did. That's how we learn, though. And now it's easier to learn because there is so much information on the internet. But back
hmm
in those days, there wasn't. And I checked out every book in the library on fish, and I don't think there was anything about cycling the tank or anything. Like I said, at that time, I think it was common belief that, like aged tank water was magical. Of
But
course,
that-
that isn't true now, but at that time,
back then, whenever I lived with mom and dad, we had a well, so it's pretty good water, and I really didn't have to worry about nothing. But here, the dechlorinator definitely works. But it's funny because I used to use it back then too. Every time I did it, because of the stress coat it said on it. That might have what saved me. I don't know.
Chappie, I don't know if you can totally avoid the snow. You could, because if you come up from south, you're going to be coming up through California, but you're going to have to go over the mountains that are at northern California and and drop into Southern Oregon. So you're going to hit those. But that's the way that I would probably go. But you're still gonna hit that one pass.
Yeah.
And be careful around. I think you'll be going through like Weed and another town right there at the top of California. And unless it's changed, the cops love to pull over out of state vehicles there. So just remember that when you're going through that part of California, because if they have any excuse at all, they're going to pull you over.
Hey, Ginger.
Hi, Ginger.
Hi, Ginger.
Some beautiful lake photos that I'm going to be doing a painting for of this beautiful lake. But I got to I'll send you an email tomorrow, Ginger, because I got to find out which one you were kind of thinking about, which view. But I know the first ones I opened up with the semi-fog and stuff was just so pretty.
Somebody's waiting on you to recognize them, Pam.
Oh, Yazzie.
Oh, his ears perked up. That's nuts.
Hi, Yazzie. Yeah, there he goes. He knows my voice.
Hello, Yazzie. He looked away. I would too.
That I don't know him. Pam, I have to tell you, when I had my online, my face-to-face, like Zoom thing with my diabetic educator, she's a dietitian, this afternoon, he wanted to get up here, and she said, "Oh, he's so cute." I've heard him tap around, and he watched her and watched. She's young and blonde-haired, and that's his type. He's got, yeah.
Well, I'm not young or blonde
Well,
hair, so.
Well, I know, but that's his type. And he kept watching her, and she said, "He's staring at me. Is it like somebody he knows?" I said, "Yeah, there are about 4 of you around town now." So I said I was going to tell on him. Pam's is special. Pam's his exception. She's a special one, right?
Oh, he's so cute. I love the Yazzies. I'm going to have to do another little drawing of him. He's too cute.
That other drawing looks just like him. Hey, Anthony.
It's funny he says that. There's cops galore around me right now.
There is a lot of them. Laramie's a small town, but there is a lot of police officers in Laramie.
They're looking for someone right now.
Ah.
You say the doors are locked and I have a good old friend close by. That's all.
Oh, somebody got out of somewhere?
No, I guess it was they were, I didn't get the full story yet, but the one had a warrant. They got one of them. The other one had a warrant and he ran from the cops. So it's hard to tell where he's hiding. I have a couple ideas where he could be. But they ain't going to want me to get involved.
You could take us along.
I go the speed limit too, Chappie, but they don't like my truck. I get followed all the time.
Yes, Priscilla, it is.
They'll follow me and run my license and everything. I mean, and not just like randomly. I mean, I've watched them do U-turns to get behind me. I've watched them like pull over to the side of the road and let me go by so that they can pull out behind me and follow me. I mean, it's just, yeah. My daughter keeps telling me to get rid of my truck, but you know, there's something about my truck that they do not like. A manhunt with Yazzie. Look at Yazzie. He's like all
Chappie, Pennsylvania. Chappie wants to join in the hunt.
Oh, I'm sure he would. He'd be my co-pilot. He's just as nutty as me, or not, if not more.
Uh-oh. This is about to go sideways.
Oh, I see that.
As he said, get the hell down from here. She got him whipped last time because he chased her for that, and then Gibby chewed him up, didn't he?
No, my truck is just a dark blue truck with a canopy on it. The canopy's got like smoky windows, so I don't know if that contributes to it.
The cab, yeah, it would.
So, but I just know that they follow me all the time. And I get, if I drive at night, which I don't do anymore since I'm not working, but I swear to God, every week when I was working, I'd get off at 11. Like at least twice a week, I would get pulled over on the way home. At least twice a week. I mean, I'm not kidding. They do not like my truck. And they'd pull me over and I'd like hand them most of the time they wouldn't even look at my license. They would just, pull me over and come up to the window, see that I'm just an old lady, and tell me to have a nice night, make up some, excuse for pulling me over, and that was it. Tell me to have a nice night. They wouldn't check your insurance or driver's license or anything.
Pam,
Like I said, it was at least twice a week I got pulled over when I was working.
you should put a nylon over your head and go out driving and see what happens.
One night when I was working in Cheyenne, I pulled off the freeway at 2 a.m. exactly. And I pulled off the freeway, and it was cold, and the heater in my truck doesn't work very well. So I had on like fingerless gloves, and I had on my stocking cap, which is a green Yoda stocking cap with the ears coming out the side. And I pulled off the freeway at 2 o'clock exactly. And first thing off the freeway is the McDonald's, and they were closed. And there was a sheriff's truck in the McDonald's parking lot. And I just like glanced over at it and told myself, oh yeah, you're getting pulled over. Because, it's 2 a.m. and you're wearing a Yoda hat. You're going to get pulled over. So he got behind me and he pulled me over just before I got home. And what was bad was this was the middle of winter, like January or February, and I had expired Montana plates on my truck. They had expired in October. So I'm sitting there. I didn't really want to get pulled over, but I was, I knew he was going to pull me over, and he got up the window, didn't say a word about my license plates, looked and saw an old lady in a uniform, obviously on her way home from work, and he couldn't get rid of me fast enough. He didn't want to exchange pleasantries or anything. He wanted back out on the road. Because he was after people coming home from the bar.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't get it. I actually, my plates expired in October. It was when I first moved here, and I was working in Cheyenne. I drove back and forth, which is like 60 miles each way. And I got pulled over 4 different times because I got Montana or Wyoming plates and tags in May, and my plates had expired in October and they were out of state. I got pulled over 4 times and I never got a ticket, believe it or not. I got pulled over by 4 different police. I got pulled over once in Cheyenne, twice by state troopers on the freeway, and once in Laramie. But the thing is, like the last guy that pulled me over just before I got around to getting him, the problem that I had was I was working like 58 hours a week. And when you get new plates, you have to get your the identification number and stuff on the truck checked. And they only did it 1 day a week here in Laramie. 1 day a week from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock at the sheriff's station. And I didn't get home most of the time. I mean, I was working 58 hours a week, and I didn't get home until like anywhere around 1 or 2 in the morning most of the time. So, yeah, I just didn't have time. And I never seemed to have a day off on the day that they had the tag, the registration thing. So, but the last one that pulled me over, It was funny. I was going to work, and he pulled me over, and he said that I wobbled a bit, which I know I didn't. And but when he got up to the window, this was a state trooper. He looked at me. He says, "Damn, you look tired." And I'm like, "Yeah, I've already worked 50 hours, and I've got one more shift to go, and then I have tomorrow off." And he says, "Well, drive carefully. Get your license plate fixed when you can." So, yeah.
Pam, if you want to go bar hopping, just wear that uniform, and then on the way home,
Yeah, just wear my name tag and everything, yeah. Actually, I have never been to a single bar in Laramie. I don't even know where I would go, and I certainly wouldn't go there now in the middle of a pandemic.
I'll be right back. I need to go see what's
Oh
going on.
no, you're taking away my Yazzie to look at.
Yazzie said you didn't even know he was there.
I've been saying hi to him.
Yazzie, bless him. He got his feelings. One good thing about Yazzie is he doesn't lick you in the face.
Bye, Yazzie. Bye, Yazzie. So after you got out of your parents' house, how long before you got tank again?
2 years ago. And I keep wanting more. Just
No,
so many cool
I don't
things
think
out there. What's that?
Oh, Chappie said Pam looks like she does karaoke, and there's no way in hell I'm going to stand up and sing in front of anybody. The only time I ever sing is if I am in my truck by myself. Then I might sing along with the radio. But I sure as hell ain't going to sing in front of nobody. There's Jazzy. Hi, TN. Hi, BCFR. Hi, I hate the stupids. I remember you telling us about that, Priscilla. Or if it's one I remember and you said the cop was really cute.
Hey, Bobby. Hey, Noah.
Not that Priscilla would ever speed.
She speeds every time she drives.
I know.
Been in her live streams, right?
Oh, yeah, if I had a bottle of Fireball in my system, I might sing, but then again, I might not. When I used to go to the bars when I lived in Washington, well, the bar, there was only one in town, I'd go play pool. And there's a fine line between where I'm too nervous to be shooting pool when people are watching me. And then I have a couple glasses of wine and I can tear up the pool table. And then if you have too much wine, then I don't play for shit again. So there's this, you got to find that balance in the middle, you know? But if I drink, and I don't like, the thing is I don't like to be the center of attention. I don't like anybody looking at me, so I don't sing in public. And I don't, even when I was young, it's like I'm too nervous to really want to dance with anybody unless I've had a few drinks. And then, you know, because I can't dance worth a shit, but if I have enough drinks, I think I can. So I still can't dance worth a shit, but it's okay because I think I can. The good old days when I was younger.
That's how it was in my military time.
I've always been a good dancer.
Oh, not me. I've always been too self-conscious to dance like in front of people unless I have a few drinks. And then like I say, after I have a few drinks, I don't care. I don't give a shit. I remember one night, it was New Year's Eve, and I went out with some friends, and I was probably about 19 or 20. And I got drunker than shit. And this guy asked me to dance. And it was like Western music. And he was swinging me all over the place and between his legs and back up again. And
Oh my God.
I was just like really, I was like nailing it, but only because I was so drunk. You know, he was twirling me and all that. And I mean, everybody like cleared the dance floor and was watching us. Like I say, it was just because I was so drunk. Oh, it was funny. That's actually very true. What Priscilla says is true, especially if you're on 25. Denver traffic is nuts. Absolutely nuts. And I used to, when I lived down there, I would get on the surface streets to avoid the freeway during rush hour. Damn surface streets would be like 4 lanes across and just as bad as the freeway, except with stoplights.
Hi, BJ Palmer.
Hey, BJ. You've got some mail coming. I still have some stuff that I got to get sent. It's all ready to go. It's just my days and nights have been turned around where I've been like up all night and then sleeping during the day. And all this week, well, the 3 days this week so far, I've woke up too late to go to the post office. And it's all set to go. I just got to get it to the post office. And a few people have calendars yet that are coming. Some of the ones that won calendars, I have them ready to go. But like I say, I've got to get myself turned around so that I can go to the post office before it closes.
I think they should keep them open 24/7.
That would be nice because I would go.
Me too. Cut down on the lines.
That's right. I'm hoping because they lifted the mask mandate here in Wyoming. I think they got rid of everything. So everything's open and stuff, and nobody's wearing any masks. But I think that there's still federal buildings have to wear masks because I think that's a federal thing now.
Yeah, it is.
But I don't know if that includes the post office. I'm hoping it does because I've got to go there, and I'm hoping people will be wearing masks.
Yeah, it's federal. It is.
Because I don't really want to go there and stand in line with a bunch of people that aren't wearing a mask.
I wouldn't either.
But anyway, I'm hoping I should be able to sleep tonight because I only got about 2 hours sleep today. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to sleep tonight and wake up before the post office closes.
Yeah. Good day, GRB.
I know that probably sounds horrible to people. Well, some people understand. I'm a night person. So, and I'm like totally turned around right now. I know I've had a few people like frown at me because I'm not up at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Screw that.
But, you know, I'm not up at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Aren't most people from the dark side vampirish? Sleep during the day?
Yep. Welcome to the dark side. We have cookies.
Yeah.
In the lens?
Did you? I think you saw it because I think you liked it or something. Did you see the last post that I did on Facebook with the medical breakthrough for the Republican Congress?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that cracked me up.
See, I fell for that because they really do make those. Probably not a huge market for them, but they do make those.
The cats are scratching at the door. They can just wait. I cut my hair last night, and it looks pretty god awful because when I started with it, I started in the front like this. Usually I stand in front of the mirror and I just like chop it all off. And I got the first couple chunks cut out of it, and then it dawned on me that I could not raise my bad arm up high enough to cut my hair. So, and it's really hard to cut hair one-handed. So my hair looks like crap right now. Oh, well, at least it's cut off again. And it'll grow back again. I'm not going to stress about it.
I'll give you $1 if you'll show us the back.
No. Nope. The back looks really bad, I'm sure.
That's why I want to see the back.
Because usually I, like a hold up their hair with one hand and cut with the other, and I couldn't do that. Honeybee, hi. I hope you're feeling okay. It's awfully good to see you. Yep, you better get back to sleep, though. And yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. Like I said, I'm always happy to see you. Oh, I think that it should be illegal to have, like from about 5 in the morning until about 10 o'clock. Those hours should not even be on the clock.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
I don't think that USPS will pick up right now because they're still like way backed up, and hopefully it will get better and they'll straighten out the mess that was made at the post office. I think they're working on it. I think it's going to get back to the way it was.
Is that a parrot?
Is what a parrot?
I heard a noise. It sounded like somebody was harboring a parrot.
That was a chair.
Ah.
Oh, I have a really good chair. Can you hear mine?
That's the one who we're talking about.
Listen at mine.
I know Jeffy says there's a whole wide world out there before you wake up. And yes, I know there is, but I know I wouldn't like any of the people that are out there enjoying it that early in the morning. They're not my type.
Deviant.
Speaking of the postal service, I had 2 packages sent Monday and they showed up today, so I think it's working.
Oh, good.
You had a good unboxing, Skipper.
Thank you.
I'm hoping that they'll put the damn pickup boxes back. Because I don't know about everybody else, but they took them all out here. The drop-off boxes, where you can just drop the mail in the box.
Really?
I like those because if I have nothing but like these little drawings and cards to send, I can just drive by and drop them off in the box, but they took them all out.
Ours are still here.
You mean like the street side mailboxes?
Yeah, yep.
What the hell?
When Trump's guy took over the post office and they took out a bunch of them in different towns, Here's one of the places that they did that. They took them all out. Even the one right outside the post office is gone.
They wanted you all in that
The
building.
one in the alley that you could just drive through, yeah, they took that one out too.
Ours is still here in PA.
You have no choice but to park and go into the post office, even for stuff that you already have scanned.
That's just stupid.
Yep. Like I say, I'm hoping that they'll get everything. I'm hoping they'll take that. What's his name? Joy or what? Is that his name? I'm hoping they'll get him out of there because he just totally fucked up the post office.
Okay, I'm gonna have to cite you for politics, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yep. Go ahead and take me out.
No politics, no religion, no cussing.
Well, see, I'm trying not to say anything about the political side of the post office getting messed up. I was just saying the post office got messed up.
Yeah. Yazzie said get her. Yazzie whispered in my ear, get her.
Get her, get her. Oh.
You haven't shown the rice fish in forever.
I know, I still haven't trimmed all the plants out of there. I got a bunch of plants out of the way. But I will again.
I need to trim all this blackbeard algae I can out of the tank in front of me here. Promised I'd do it today to myself, and I haven't yet.
I still don't have running water, so cleaning tanks is a pain in the ass because I got to go get water all the time.
They didn't turn it back on.
No, and I'm not going to say nothing because they're idiots. But I did figure out, though, instead of buying it all the time, I save some jugs and I go to the laundromat and fill them up in the laundromat sink. Until they say something, I do it that way so I don't have to buy it.
I thought you were going to say you went down to the creek and filled them.
Oh, God, no, they'd be frozen over.
Down there chopping the first layer of ice off just to get water.
That's it, yep. But like I said, I did figure out I could do it at the laundromat, so. And if I do it like fairly early in the afternoon, a lot of times there's absolutely nobody in there, so that's kind of nice. So I just go fill them up.
But that would require you to get up before 5 or 6.
I know, huh? So tomorrow's going to be a water run day because I got to get up earlier tomorrow so I can make it to the post office, and then I'll stop and get some water on my way back.
Don't run out of cold water.
Snow there isn't a good thing though, Big D. Because I grew up in Oregon and I know the snow there 99% of the time is really wet snow and very slick. So Chappie, you're going to have to keep us updated on your moving and let us know that you made it okay and stuff. Do a live stream while you're driving or something.
So he's moving, you said?
Yeah, he's moving from Texas to Oregon.
Oh, wow.
So he's got a long drive ahead of him. I would probably stay south, but then before you get to, or when you're in, like, I'm not sure how the freeways are this way, but I would get into Oregon before you get to the western side of California. I'd pop up into eastern Oregon and drive across that way. Because like I say, you are going to have to if you go through northwestern California, you're going to have to go through the mountains. But if you cut up and go through the desert of Oregon, I think it'd be no more, very little snow anyway. You won't have as much snow.
2,000 miles. Wow.
But I'd have to like look at a road map to see which roads to get on. But like I say, if you can, I would pop up into Oregon before you got to the western side of California.
Said he's gonna be staying with Ian and Daniken.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I just made that up. It sounds like one of them.
Daniken's up in Portland though, which is way further than he needs to go.
Never mind.
Because he's going to be in Klamath Falls, which is southern Oregon.
My dad used to go salmon fishing a lot in Klamath. What is it? What is it? Those dogs are still barking. Can y'all hear them?
A little bit, but not very much.
I've got 2 doors and 2 rooms between us.
Yeah, southern Oregon's cowboy country. And if you get out by the Rogue River, it's like one of the hottest spots in Oregon for Bigfoot, too.
I
And
wonder.
everybody's rolling their eyes, Pam and her Bigfoot.
I was going to say, I wonder when we'll have proof of Bigfoot or aliens first. I can sit down and talk with them or something.
Here we go again.
Actually, they've got proof of Bigfoot, but they just, like, don't really let it out. And
No.
they've got proof of aliens, too. And they're starting to let that out a little bit now.
They need to let
But
us
they've
know.
got bodies, they've got DNA, they've got all that stuff. I mean, people that think they're going to get rich if they like shoot one, the government's already got the bodies. I mean, there's some that have been shot before. There's some that have been hit by cars. I mean, but they swoop in and get them real fast and get them out of there.
Well, what's the big deal especially about Bigfoot? They don't bother us now.
Yeah, they mostly don't. But I think they think the public couldn't handle it. But the men in black show up and get that stuff when something happens.
Yep.
Get their suits dirty.
Yep.
That just made me feel creepy sitting here with my windows open.
He'd be watching you.
They probably are. Don't say that. You see all that open stuff back there? Oh, there's a face. I better keep an eye on back there, you know it?
Yep, I think that's the deal is they think that we aren't ready for it. Plus, if it was proven, they would have to, like, declare them an endangered species, which would fuck everything up as far as, logging and all that stuff. And the national parks, people wouldn't go out as much and stuff. So it's all about money. Everything is always all about money,
I would want to go out more to see if I could see them.
I would. Nothing to be scared of.
But there have been thousands upon thousands of sightings and there aren't that many people that are totally nuts, you know.
Hmm.
And I mean that literally. There have been thousands and thousands of sightings. There have been some really good photographs taken. There have been bodies found. But for years, if anything happens like that, where you shoot one and stuff, or where you hit one with your car or something, literally the men in black show up and tell you that you hit a bear, and you'd better remember that you hit a bear. You know?
Pam, when you drove over that guy under your car, did they show up there?
No, no. He said owie, but he wasn't a yowie. Oh dear.
Really?
Chappie says, yeah, it would be cool until Bigfoot rips you apart. Just have a bag of Jacquelines with you. He'll be fine.
I bet if I had a pack or a carton of menthols, they wouldn't hurt me.
I warned you guys that I get kind of silly when I don't have sleep. So
Was that the issue last week when we scared people with our stories?
no, that was just a normal me night. Tonight,
Okay.
tonight I'm just kind of silly.
What's up, Sergeant Tank?
Jeremy's here. Oh my God, he is.
Yep.
Hi, Jeremy. Chappie, he would spit you out when he put the nose ring. You have a pretty awesome announcement that you meant to make tonight, but you're going to make it tomorrow.
Who said that?
Oh, what a teaser.
Who said that?
Amy.
Me.
Amy, there may not be a tomorrow. You better spit that out.
So what's the incentive to cover it up? Money, and they think that people would panic. But mostly, I'm sure it all boils down to money because, like I say, everything boils down to money.
I just hope it don't make me change that schedule again, Amy. I'm teasing. She don't have no announcement. She's just saying that.
It's Hollywood for you.
Something is biting you?
Might want to go get that checked.
You're an alien.
Little alien biting its ankles.
Smack it. Uh-oh, somebody triggered Yahtzee with their phone.
My bad. I forgot to put it on silent.
If the like button is gray, shame on you. If it's blue, good for you.
You can't smack those crabs, Bobby, remember?
Well, there's a lot of different theories on why they keep it quiet, but one of them is that they would be declared like endangered species all over the country and would shut a lot of businesses down. And another theory is that people would quit going to national parks and stuff, which would also cost them money. So I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
just
know,
got that.
But they've been doing this for, I mean,
Maybe.
it's been this way for since the 60s at least, and even before then. So
Pam, what's your source?
what's my source for what?
What's your sharing?
Oh, I just read a lot.
Well,
Hi, Uchi-san.
could you say we could apply Dan's criteria to that?
Yeah, that's true. But I did kind of have a quick sighting of one, so
Oh,
So that would put it into personal too.
Of which one?
A Bigfoot.
Damn. Yeah, I am scared. I wonder if my 2 acres could sustain a family of them back here.
It depends on what's around it.
Bunch of other houses.
But they've been seen getting into garbage cans and stuff too within city limits. So
Chewy said it falls in the research category. Yeah, that's true, I guess. Hey, Tim.
my dad saw one too. He started to tell me, and I was a dumb teenager and wasn't really listening to him, and I never asked him about it when he was alive. So, but I will tell you that when I was growing up, he never went in the woods for anything. He had all kinds of deer rifles and stuff because he used to love to hunt. And he had, like, in the wall in the garage, there was this big rack with about 15 fishing poles on it, and he never went fishing anymore. And he went arrowhead hunting in eastern Oregon in the desert. But the whole time, like, from when I was a teenager and a little bit younger, when my memory's good, we never went in the woods for anything. So something changed him a lot from when he used to hunt and fish all the time. So, who knows what it was, but I'm just throwing that out there.
Tim,
But
can
he
you
did
put,
start telling me about, he was up on Mount Rainier, which is pretty wild, and a lot of sightings up there. And he found a cave, and he was going to explore it, and he got into the cave, and it went way back, and there was all kinds of passages and stuff, and he said he heard footsteps following him, and every time he stopped, they would take like one more step or 1 or 2 steps and then stop. And he got so scared and he couldn't go back the way he came, and he ended up finding where there was like a big hole in the top of the cave with an old rope ladder with knots coming down, and he ended up going up that old rope and getting out of there. But like I said, he used to go deer hunting and stuff a lot, but not when I was growing up. He had all the guns and he had his fishing poles and stuff, but he never did any of it anymore.
William says he saw Bigfoot once.
And it scared him big time. He stopped looking in the mirror after that.
Oh, I'm a little bit behind on that one.
You see what Chappie said to you, Bob?
No, not yet. Or is it above that? Oh, he said don't look behind me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that might be out there would be a bat or a bird. I'm on the 3rd floor. No, I'm not. But my deck is out there. I got that deck rigged.
Are you about all packed and ready to take off? What day are you leaving, Chappie? Chappie says, Bob, who's that in the window? A friend?
I got your friend, Chappie.
Chubby Guppy said there's a big cave for sale in Missouri, $165,000.
Who would want a cave?
I know a guy that built his house in the side of a hill.
I know somebody that did that too in Montana. It was actually pretty cool. Then the whole front of it was like big windows.
Yeah.
All right.
Chappie says he's probably leaving Saturday. Well, you better get packing.
Those dogs, I can't believe it. Yeah,
There was
see,
a guy in Montana that I dated briefly, and I mean briefly, like maybe for a week or 2 weeks, I think. And hadn't heard from him or didn't want to hear from him for, it was probably like a year after that. He called me out of the blue, and I was in Livingston and he was in Billings, and he was moving back to the Chicago area. And he had sold his house and he had 3 days to get out. So he asked me if me and my daughter would come help him move. And I said, well, I don't really have gas money because it's like a 2-hour drive. And he says, oh, he'd fill up my tank and stuff if I'd come help him. And he was desperate and he really needed help because, you know, he didn't have anybody to help him and all that stuff. So I said, okay. So he was supposed to be out of there Saturday. And I drove down there Friday night. And I will never forget this because I was so pissed. If I would have had gas money, I would have turned around and left. Because I got there and he didn't have one damn thing packed. Nothing. He didn't have nothing packed at all. And he had a bunch of empty tubs sitting there because I told him tubs were the best way to do it. So he had the tubs and stuff. And I asked him why he hadn't packed anything. And he told me because that was the woman's work. His work was moving the tubs into the trailer, loading up the trailer. I was pissed. And that asshole sat there the whole time while Megan and I packed too. I mean, I was pissed.
I'd have just shot his ass.
I don't think that's woman's work
Did
thing.
I say that out loud?
I agree, though.
And then for a couple weeks after that, I'd get an occasional call from him asking me which tub something was in.
Oh, you're kidding.
I'm like, I don't know. They're just in tubs. You know, if you wanted to know where everything was at, you should have packed. You know.
Listen, if they were all different colored tubs, I'd have just set a random color.
He probably wanted you to come and unpack him.
No.
Probably did.
Well, the reason I quit dating him is because there was 2 different nights when he had said that he was going to come out and pick up me and Megan and take us out to dinner. And we were all ready to go. And then he called like an hour after he was supposed to be there to say that he was too tired. So I didn't appreciate that very much. And then the big thing was Megan won the county spelling bee, and she was going on to the district on Saturday morning, which was in Billings, and he told her that he would not miss it for anything. He would be there. And he called me up. It was like on a Saturday morning. He called me up on Friday night. He asked me what time and stuff, and he said he was home and he'd get some sleep and be there. And I could hear the bar noises in the background. And he never showed up for her spelling bee. So I was like, done. Just done. That was it.
I don't want him. That spelling bee can be traumatic. I was in my school spelling bee, and it was down to me and one other person. I used to be a little nerd in school. Not math, but spelling and reading and stuff. And the word yacht came up. And I still can't spell it. and the other person spelled it, so I lost.
Yeah.
YACHT.
I forget what word Megan ended up losing because she lost at the district, but I forget what word she had that she lost on. But she said I remember she used a S instead of a C, and as soon as she said it, she knew it was wrong, but she couldn't go back.
For some reason, I spelled it YATCH. That's still the way it sounds to me.
Yep, YACHT.
And then I wanted to argue with them,
No, not you.
believe it or not.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we've been streaming for an hour. So I'll show everybody the card again, and in a little while we'll give it away. Actually, I've been streaming. I think I'm only gonna go another half an hour tonight because I should try to go to bed early. I think I went to bed about noon today, so. Oh, anyway, here's the card that I'm going to be doing the giveaway tonight.
That's going to look good here propped up on this 33 gallon.
It is a high fin Panda Cory. I don't know if you guys can see it very well or not, but
I do really like it. That's a good job, Dane.
and it is one of Redfish Bluefish's fish on his website. And if you below the stream, if you look, there's a code to get 10% off. But I don't know, should I give it away now? Is everybody ready?
It's your stream.
Okay.
Why not?
I could give it away now. I guess I will.
I'm not going anywhere.
So let me pull up the random number to show everybody how we do it. Okay, so this is a random number generator, and it's set at between 1 and 50. And when I click on that, it comes up with a new number every time. So after everybody has their number typed in, I will go back to the screen again, and we'll do it, and we'll select a number in front of everybody while everybody's watching. So that's how that works. And so we're going to do it between 1 and 50. Everybody gets one guess and one guess only. And whoever comes closest without going over wins the drawing. And it doesn't matter where you are. You can be in Australia or England or wherever, and I will send it to you. So everybody has a chance to win. So wait for me to type start, and then everybody's put in a number.
Can somebody put a number for me?
Yes.
What do you want?
Number 9. Oh, you didn't start yet, did you?
Yeah, I did start.
Okay.
Got you, Bob.
Oh, Skipper's got it too. Did you get one in for yourself, Skippers?
Yeah.
And if there's a tie, if there ends up being a tie, then we do a tiebreaker between the people who tied.
Sorry, Danny.
Bunch of 33s. That's what I usually do, but I've never won off of it, I don't think.
That's a little bit high, bottom dwellers.
He's just saying that's the winning number.
Yep.
It's a good number, Sandy.
Everybody got their number in?
Oh, thank you, Steph.
There's a lot of numbers up there, so I'm assuming everybody's got it. So I'm going to type stop. And we will go back to the random number generator. And good luck, everybody. Like I said, do it in front of everybody, and then we can go back and look.
Hi, Mary Page.
Okay, is everybody ready? Because I'm going to push this. Whatever number comes up is it. Whoever comes closest without going over. And number 19.
Oh, when you said 9, I thought I won. Somebody had 19, I think.
I know I'll get this off the screen and go back up and look. Can you guys help me look?
Okay, we got 2 ties.
We got a tie?
Yeah, Mike's Aquatics and Things and Kiwi guessed it right on the dot.
Oh, both of them got it right on the dot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the random number generator to between 1 and 20. So, Mike and Kiwi, put in a number.
I think they should just forfeit it to me.
Or
No,
I could rip it in half and send half of it to each of them.
they should forfeit it to me, Bob.
Okay, so Kiwi guessed 13. What do you got, Mike?
Mike has 1.
1? Okay. So we will go back to the random number generator. We got 13 and 1.
Oh, I see why he picked 1. That's smart.
Yeah, it is a great strategy.
That is actually.
That's kind of what I was trying to do with the 9, but it didn't work.
Okay, so we're going to generate number between 1 and 20, and here we go. So if it's over 3, so Mike got it. So congratulations, Mike.
Congratulations,
Send me an
Mike.
email with your mailing address and put in it that you won the Corey.
Has
I'm
he
very-
won something before?
I can't remember.
I don't think he has.
I don't remember either. I know Kiwi's got she's got 1 on the way, and she's got, I think, 3 or 4 already. So there's my email. Copy and paste it, because if it gets spelled wrong, it won't go through. And send me your mailing address, and just put on the subject line Corey. Oh, look at Yazzie.
Did you see his head snap up when you said Yazzie?
Did it?
He was looking away and he jerked his head back. Yeah, I'm trying to ease him into getting up. He was asleep so I can start feeding my fry. Then I go back and feed the big fish. Oh, where's Pam? Where's your Pam? Oh, bless him.
I don't know if it's in the stuff that's going out right now, or if you haven't gotten it yet. Or send me your address again, And if it's in the stuff that's going out now, I'll put them both in the same envelope.
Whoa, sorry. Bear trap. Pam, would you rather look at me or nothing and me just talk, or look at fry?
Oh, let's see the fries.
Oh, rather see fish than me.
Yeah.
Are you? I'm not going to tell you what they are just for that. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's the parents right there of all these fry. Where'd she go? That's the daddy. Oh, they're the blue gold or gold blue lyre-tail guppies.
Nice.
They eat like wolverines. Get that lid. Let me get that.
Oh, don't break your glass.
Usually I use two hands. I'm not trying to do a video. So, damn. I need to move some of this stuff off here is what I need to do. Now, sorry about that. Sorry about that. And that didn't deter them at all. I've got mystery snails in here too, also. And some other kind of little snails, pond snails, I guess. A bunch of them. And this has one sponge filter, all those fish.
Lots of babies.
Yeah, they've had 3 drops now. Those are the most recent stand over here. But they're growing.
They must do good about not eating them.
They don't hardly ever predate on them. The first one that they ever had, and I left it in here, is still in here, and it turned into a little male. It's already got the little tail, but I don't see. There he is. Right by the.
Oh, yeah.
There he is. I named him Rambo. That's about the way the male looked when I got the pair of. So those guys. Got these Madagascar.
Oh, yeah, Big D. I got a stack of mail that I've been wanting to get out and haven't been to town at all for weeks. But I'm going to try to get them out tomorrow. So your calendar, if you haven't gotten it yet, is probably in the stack. Because I do have a stack of mail going out again. And I apologize to anybody who's been waiting because I just haven't been to town. But I'm going to go to bed earlier tonight so I can get up before the post office closes.
You want.
So hopefully everything will get sent out tomorrow. That's a pretty beta.
Yeah, I've got those multicolored mouth brooding Egyptian mouth brooders. It's what they're called behind him, and they're growing, but they're kind of slow. So every time, look at him looking around, and he likes to get after those little things, and they don't care. They just go right up to the. I got me 2 more of those bowls today, and I need to set them up.
Well, I feel kind of bad, Big D, because I haven't got everything sent yet, but I just haven't been to town at all. And then, like I say, for the last few weeks, my sleeping schedule's gotten all messed up, and I'm like, going to bed in the early morning hours and not waking up until after everything in town shuts. And the post don't have time to get dressed and go to the post office. So, but tonight I'm going to go to bed earlier. I only got about 2 hours sleep, so hopefully I'll be able to sleep and get up in the morning and get to the post office. Because I do have some stuff that need a fairly good sized stack of stuff I need to get in there.
And here they come. Little babies.
Oh, I see them. Yep, they're creeping out.
I'm about to have some new little bitty ones. I put the food in there, fool. Here. They usually go all the way up there and get it. For some reason, they're scattered out. But I've got a pair that dug out under there, so I'm about to have some more, I believe. This is a little small for them, but they can still eat it for sure. And they eat the parents' food too. Yazzie, stay with me.
The kitty will get you, Yazzie.
Chibi will give him a whipping.
Hi, Gina.
Alright. Toes. Yazzie, stay in here. Let's go over here. Stay with me. Come on, I'll get you. Come on over here. These are that guy. I can't see. And there are two females in here. And they grow. There's the newest.
Oh, that's cool looking.
That's one of the betas that Lisa sent from KG.
Nice.
I lost the blue rim. I don't know if I talked about that much on. I sent her a message. I hated to do that. He started acting actually that other night on your stream. So Saturday night, he started acting like he did when he got here from shipping, and he was gone the next morning. I couldn't believe it. Oh, one of those little fishes jumped in there with that beta. But one of those big bowls, oh, I've got two of them. Well, there's one over there and then one back in there. I don't know where I'm going to put them yet, but one's for her. And then Amber was sending a beta Tuesday, so I've been watching out for it. And I don't remember what it looks like.
Lisa hasn't sent mine yet, but I think it's because of all the snowstorms hitting.
She, when I messaged her about it, I didn't tell her till maybe Monday or Tuesday, and I found it Sunday morning. It was in another one of these containers, you know, right beside there. And I changed their water twice a day. But she's ready to come out of QT. Not that they needed it, but I just felt from the stress of the trip. But she messaged me back and said she didn't answer for so long because she had just driven 6 hours to Charleston, I think it was. And then I saw something she posted on Instagram, I think, where her daughter was over there in some competition.
Ah.
So that may be something too, you know.
Yeah.
Some reason. Look at all these babies. 20 longs make great, look at all that, great grow out tanks.
Yeah, I think 20 longs and 40 breeders are my two favorite tanks.
She's gonna love being in that big bowl, 4 gallons. A lot better than that. All right, and again, all I have in here is one sponge filter. That's it. Lots of plants in both of them, especially this one. There's the happy parents. You need some betas, some guppies, don't you, Pam?
No,
I can send you a few. You get her out of there, that little fish out. All right, Yossi. Let's move along. Let's move along. Stay over here with me. Jesus, what a mess. The hound is still awake in there, but the other 2 dogs are asleep. These are those mob guppy guppies that are going to take over the world. They're a sword-tail guppy. And also I have the self-in mollies, the little silver ones that Ed and James and Kenny, I think that was who went to Father Fish's in Florida and caught them. There's one of the males, that's what they look like with a mob guppy.
that would be awesome to be able to like go for a drive and catch fish.
Yep. You don't mind the gators biting your butt?
Yeah.
I'm not
Well,
getting
here you'd have to break through the ice. So
it up with gators.
good night. I hate the stupids.
And this tank just has a little crooked Tetra filter or whatever hang on back in there. And that's it. Nothing else but a bunch of plants, duckweed and all that. This is a tank I'm about to put shrimp in that on the way from Priscilla. There's just a catfish and something else in there to keep it cycling. And the axles, they're waiting on bloodworms. I see you.
Well, I'm not going to be on too much longer anyway. So, but I will be on again Saturday night with my art stream. I've also got to be careful with my hours because I was on for 6 hours Saturday night. Don't ask me why. But
What
yeah,
do you-
ended up
what do
being a 6 hour stream and so I've been getting like StreamYard warnings that my hours are running out, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, so
I guess I'm never on enough to get that. I don't do that much, just a couple hours a week.
but I looked at the calendar and when it starts up again it resets on the 20th. So as long as I don't go over 2 hours per stream between now and then, I should be good.
Yeah, and if you just go an hour and a half tonight, you'll have an
Yeah.
extra to bank on. That's the babies in there. So that's your plants, Pam.
Okay.
Or they were your plants. This one got pulled up, so I had to restart it, but it's coming back. This has plecos in it. Long-finned albinos, I think, from Tom Patterson. Ed gave me those when they went up to see Haley or something. And these are the whatever antlers. And you too can have a pair on my Get Gills for just $100. And I'll put
All the Santa Marias.
Santa Maria.
Yeah, I'm good. That's too rich for my
And I've
blood.
got little, yep, that little, what do you call them, bristle noses in here. Some of them are starting to get a little bigger. I'm going to move them to other tanks. And they're all back through there. Their parents are still in there, so I'm going to move them out soon. And then those are
Oh,
the...
there's a bunch of them in there.
Shh.
That sounded like Daniel.
It is Daniel. He can't see me, but he can hear me. He's only seeing light now. All right. And there's the only adult size I've got. This is spring water, by the way. It was changed Saturday night. And then there's the mixed size, but there's some cute little tiny new babies. I don't see any of them. They used to hang on the glass. Daniel, please. Daniel, nobody wants to hear all that. Look at all that mess. You got the steps crooked. Sheets halfway off the bed. Let's see, no frying there. So that's the fry. It was quick enough. I usually give the small, the damsels and stuff a little bit. They like it too. I had 2 spawns of Cebrums. I didn't know it. I sat down and started videoing these. And this morning they're spawned. And I went around looking for the old ones. And they didn't eat it today. Usually it's the next day, but get all those eggs on there.
A lot of them.
And they're all fungused. Almost every one of them. They'll eat them. They're never fertile. They used to stay, but they're guarding them. They're doing a good job. See what's right there beside them.
I wonder if one of them is infertile. I mean, the pair.
Yeah, it has to be, but I don't know which because they've been a pair for like 5 years, maybe 4 or 5 years. The gold one is the girl, and she's a couple years older than him. She's getting pretty old. He's gonna get after the phone. Big fish. Maybe tonight, Billy. Somebody will. It's all the fries I got. Seems like
That's a lot of fry.
enough.
You still have cobalt's fry too.
Yeah, but they're big fish. Yep. They're not fries. They're juvies. Juvies and some almost don't. Some beggars. The pacus are both growing like bad weeds, and they act like they want to spawn. I don't think they're big enough though.
Well, I think I'd better get off of here. I've been on for a little bit over an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, save
I
your
know
time.
my time is. I got to kind of watch the time between now and the 20th.
Yeah.
And I got to go to bed early so I can try to get up early enough to get to town tomorrow and get everybody's stuff sent.
Good night, Pam.
Good night, everybody. Thanks to everybody for coming in.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Guess I'm doing a stream afterwards.
Oh, good. Well, I don't want to stay up, but